I've been looking forward to this movie for a long time. I'm a big Godzilla fan. It's what I grew up on as a kid. I own nearly every single Godzilla movie in existence, and I even have a tattoo on my chest that reads Kaiju. But when it comes to the latest Godzilla movies, all two of them, there's always been certain things that I thought were holding them back from being better monster movies, but nonetheless I'm always excited for when these movies come around, as it's pretty rare for us to get high budget monster movies these days. You know, you get a fun film and then they proceed to fuck it up in a sequel. But I was a little worried going into this one, especially after King of the Monsters left me a bit disappointed, but I gotta say that thank God this movie delivers. So, what did I like about this movie? Godzilla vs. Kong fixes a lot of the problems that I've had with the previous modern Godzilla films. For example, the human element in King of the Monsters was... how do I put this without sounding overdramatic? What the fucking fuck? It wasn't good, at times unbearable actually, but the humans here, they're tolerable. They don't make me want to blow my brains out. I don't think any of the characters here are exactly good characters, but they serve the plot and do what they need to do, and they don't get in the way of my enjoyment of the film overall. Except for the Millie Bobby Brown gang, which was definitely the least entertaining part of the entire movie. They were pretty much there just to exposit all the shit we needed for the finale, and if you take them out of the movie, literally nothing except a single moment where the kid from Deadpool 2 pours liquor on the computer to hold Mechagodzilla for 5 seconds. Oh, and I almost forgot about the villain characters. They don't fucking matter. But if anything, Kong was the best character in the very heart of this film. He was the only one I actually felt anything for, especially when they forcibly rip him from his home so the humans can use him for their Hollow Earth mission. This is very much his film, with Godzilla playing much more of a supporting role this time around. It's been said before and I'll say it again, but Godzilla has personality to him, but he's much more of a force of nature than an actual character, especially since his only real motive in this movie is to kill Kong because Kong's another apex titan. This movie also embraces the absolute absurdity that is Godzilla, a complete contrast to the more grounded film from 2014. This is very much a turn your brain off kind of movie, and if you think about the movie's plot for a good 5 minutes, you'll realize how much dumb shit there is in it. Like downloading an energy source to power Mechagodzilla like it's a fucking MP4 file, or how spilling liquor on the control panel for some reason affects Mechagodzilla even though he's pretty much independent at this point in the movie. But who gives a fuck about any of that when we all know why we're here to watch this movie in the first place? The fights. They're brutal, well choreographed, well shot. Some of the camera shots they use give you the perspective as if you were a person looking up at these titans to create this sense of scale, other times making it so as if there was a camera strapped onto the titans while they're fighting to give another cool perspective. The fights are really well done here, and they show the strengths and weaknesses of each titan, and these are honestly probably the best action scenes we've gotten in any of these modern Godzilla films. Not only are they set in good lighting so you can actually see what's going on, but they don't cut away from the action when the going gets good. And I know I'm bringing up King of the Monsters again, but I really didn't enjoy getting cock teased repeatedly every time they set up something cool. Coming in at a little less than 2 hours, I actually wish this movie was a little bit longer, and I only say that because the final battle with Mechagodzilla felt a little short. I would rather Godzilla and Kong just use teamwork to beat his ass instead of the dumb liquor thing, but it was still a satisfying fight. And the design they went with for Mechagodzilla was pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. I was also kind of worried that this movie would pull a Batman vs Superman and make it that they stop fighting each other to fight a greater evil and become friends, which I eventually found out anyway because fucking toys. But there's an actual winner here, and it's Godzilla. And people thought Big G was actually going to lose to a fucking monkey.
Dumb bitch.
But I got exactly what I wanted out of this movie. It could have been better in a few areas, but regardless, I can see myself watching this again real soon. I usually don't give ratings, but if I did, I'd probably give this a 7.5 out of 10. And with the news of this movie doing well money-wise and people seem to really like it, I really hope we do get a few more American Godzilla films, especially because he still has a good number of villains that I think would make for good movies. Because if this movie flopped, this probably would have been the last of these American Godzilla films, and who knows if we'd ever get one ever again in the future. There's also no end credit scene, so we don't know if it's actually a plan to continue this monster universe, but I really hope we do get a little bit more before they decide to end it. But that's all I got for today's video. If you're new, make sure to like and subscribe. This has been your #1 hero, and I'm out. Peace.